One of my absolute favorite things to do in this hobby is to break a card out of a slab and send it to PSA. Sometimes I'm trying to get a higher grade. Sometimes I'm trying to go from a 9 to a 10 or an 8 or an 8.5 to a 9. I typically collect all my slabs in PSA slabs. I think they're easier to list on eBay, they get more views, and it's just nice to have everything like uniform. Everything has like the same look, and I just appreciate that about my collection. Everything's in a PSA slab. It's just really clean. If this type of video is interesting to you, then you're in luck, because in this box, I have 8 PSA cards that were formerly in other slabs. Well, we cracked them out, we sent them to PSA, and honestly, I think you're gonna be shocked at the results. Just an absolute banger of a submission. This was the best one I've ever done, and we did really good on this, so I'm excited to show you these. And let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite card from this box? All right, so if you didn't know this, there's actually a really good shot. If you go from a CGC 9 or 9.5, I found a lot of success going from a CGC 9 or a CGC 9.5 to a 10 in PSA, and I think you're gonna find that is, I don't know, it's just an easy crossover. If you're looking to get into this kind of stuff, you look for blue label CGC cards, and honestly, you can't go wrong. It's something that I've been doing for a long time, and it seems to work really well. All right, so we'll start with this first card here, and this was an Eevee Snorlax, okay? These are really cool. They're from the Tag Team promo tins from 2019, and this was an SGC 10, okay? I don't collect SGC slabs, but sometimes you can find them for pretty cheap, because there's a lot of people that don't collect those slabs. So they're not as searched for, and usually you can get deals from the people who are selling them. Well, that's what we did here, and we sent this in for $25, just a standard submission. And this guy right here is, boom, a 10, okay? So this was an SGC 10, now it's a PSA 10. That's a better thing, okay? Better thing. It's better to have PSA than it is to have SGC. Okay, next up to the plate, we have another SGC 10 crossover. Okay, this is Charizard and Braixen, also from the Tag Team promo tins. And yeah, this is a really sick card. I absolutely love this card. Super, super clean. This one was great. And for this one, boom, we got a 10, okay? We got a 10 on this one too. I'm ecstatic, okay? These two cards right here, I absolutely love the Tag Team promos, and these are no exception. I'm trying to get all 13 in 10s. That's my goal. I just love them. I think they're great cards. I love tag teams. And yeah, anyway, so let's keep on moving here. And this one was a little bit hard to see the surface. Like when I had this was a CGC 9, and it was really tough to see the condition on the surface of this card. Okay, so you see it right there? There's a scratch that kind of runs up the card. You can see it kind of starts at the P and runs up, and I could not see that in the CGC slab, so it was kind of unfortunate. I broke this one out, but let's check it out. It's an 8, okay? So this is an 8. It was a CGC 9, but it was a good try. It was an absolutely good try. Sometimes you just don't see everything, okay? You break these out, and then you get it in daylight, and you're like, oh shoot, this is not gonna do well. But for the sake of this experiment, I wanted to send it in, and it's actually the one we did the worst on, so that's fine. So we got 2 10s, we got an 8, okay? Next up here, we have a Gengar, okay? This is from the Gym 2 set in Japanese. It's one of my favorite sets all time, English or Japanese. I love Gym 2, and yeah, this one is just absolutely stunning. And the reason I sent this one in was it's kind of funny. I should have just gotten it reholdered, which means when they take the card out and they put it in a new case. But there was like a fuzzy in there, like someone's like lint from their like shirt or something, and it was stuck in there, and it really bothered me. So I was like, let's send it in. Maybe we can get a 10 on this. But if you take it out of the case, there's like a little bit of surface wear, and it's really hard to see inside the case. But there's a little surface wear there, kind of like in the middle. You could probably see it right there. So this one, boom, stayed a 9, okay? So we sent in a 9, and it stayed a 9. That's absolutely fine. This is a banger card. Gosh, I love that hollow pattern. Isn't that just beautiful? Here's where things get kind of crazy, okay? Here's where things kind of get really wild. All right, so this was a CGC 9, okay? Absolutely beautiful card. There's really no problem with it at all. The corners look really good. You can see the centering is really nice. Okay, the edges and the surface look really good. There's no print lines, no visible print lines anyway. I love the green on that one, huh? The green on that one's sick. Yeah, the surface of this card is just gorgeous, okay? Boom. This is a 10. It's a Gem Mint 10, okay? This was a CGC 9, and now it's a 10. So this was a huge improvement. I just love Giovanni. I love the green there, and the hollow pattern is just beautiful. So really happy to have that one, and that'll go into my personal collection. For those of you that don't know, I love collecting the Gym series. So yeah, anyway, we have more Gym cards. If you like Gym, great. If not, you know, don't at me. But here we go. We've got Alakazam. Okay, this was also a CGC 9, and this is really nice copy of this card. No print lines that I can see. This is one of the easier ones to grade because of the dark background. You can't really see a lot of the imperfections in the hollow, which come about a lot in those early Japanese sets. If we flip it over, corners look really good. The centering looks really nice, and boom, this one is also a 10. All right, so we got a 10 here, we got a 10 here. So that's pretty good. All right, so we have 4 10s, we got a 9, and we've got an 8, and we'll keep on going here with more Gym. All right, so here we go. This is Gym. Now this one is kind of wild. This is kind of wild. I broke this one out, right? I broke this one out, but I think I kind of nicked. Hard to see, but I thought I nicked the side. It's actually easier to see on the back side. See that nick right there? Little microscopic one. Yeah, well, this is also a 10, okay? This was the CGC 9. I actually pulled this one myself and graded it a 9. It was CGC. Thinking maybe I had a shot at a perfect. And then when I went to crack it out, accidentally nicked the side, and PSA still give me the 10. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna sell it. If I ever were to sell this, I would disclose that, obviously. But at the same time, it's for my personal collection. I pulled this one myself. I really love this card, and it's gonna stay in the collection as a 10, so that's pretty sweet. And the last but not least, we've got a really nice one here, and this was also a CGC 9. This was, I bought a lot of these CGC 9s in the COVID era. I don't know. The quality on the cards, CGC 9s from like 2021, 2022 was just chef's kiss, okay? So this one really nicely centered, okay? Really nicely centered. Awesome corners. No real surface issues, nothing, okay? Just really nice, and boom, this one's also a 10. So we went CGC 9, we got a few 10s. So we got a 10 here with the CGC 9. We got CGC 9 10 right there. We got SGC 10 10 PSA. We got another SGC 10. We got a CGC 9 to a 10 and a CGC 9 to a 10. So that makes it, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 10s. And then just a handful, just 2 others, right? So a 9 and an 8. So this was an awesome submission. This isn't how it goes all the time. Sometimes you get really lucky and sometimes you don't. I'm just happy that the only card we went down on was this one here. And honestly, after breaking this one out, I probably wouldn't have sent this in anyway. So hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully it was informative. I don't know, not really that informative, but it's a good time to crack these out. If you can, go secure cards in different grades, in 9s and 10s, get some good pictures from different grading companies and send them to PSA. It's the way to go. It's so much fun. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.